What if your entire life's work, your triumphs and your failures all boiled down to something you can't even touch? We spend so much time chasing goals, building careers, and accumulating things, but what truly remains when you're no longer here? This video isn't about death, it's about the echo you leave behind, the impact that resonates far beyond your last breath. Everyone talks about living in the moment, and that's incredibly important. But what if the most powerful part of your life actually happens after it's over? Your legacy isn't just a dusty photo album or a name on a building. It's the ripple effect you create, the story that continues long after you've written your final chapter. It's the invisible current that shapes the world in ways you might never even see. So, take a second and really think about it. Have you ever considered what your lasting mark on the world will be? I'm not talking about your bank account, your job title, or your social media likes. I mean the intangible essence of your existence. This isn't about memorializing the past. It's about understanding how your present choices are crafting an enduring impact that can, and will, transcend time. Join me as we uncover the profound truth of what's truly left behind. Let's start with what I call the echo chamber of influence. It begins with the immediate ripple. Think about the words you use and the actions you take today. How do they resonate within your immediate circle tomorrow? A word of encouragement to a colleague might give them the confidence to pursue a groundbreaking idea. A moment of patience with a frustrated friend could be the kindness that helps them through a tough week. These aren't small things, they are the first waves that spread outward from your core. Then there are the unseen connections, the butterfly effect of your existence. A simple conversation with a stranger could spark an idea that changes their life's direction. An act of kindness you perform, like helping someone with their groceries, might inspire them to pay it forward, creating a chain reaction of positivity you'll never witness. Even your innovations, your unique way of solving a problem at work or at home, can be adopted by others and evolve into something much bigger. This is the subtle yet powerful way your influence travels through the network of humanity. And in our modern world, we can't ignore the digital footprint. Every comment, every post, every piece of content you share online has a strange kind of permanence. These digital breadcrumbs can influence people you've never met, for years, even generations to come. Are you using that power to build, to inspire, and to connect? Or is it just adding to the noise? The permanence of our online interactions is a new and potent form of legacy we're all creating, whether we're conscious of it or not. Now let's move beyond material wealth. We're often conditioned to think of inheritance in terms of money or property. But the most valuable legacies are rarely things you can hold in your hand. Consider the wealth of knowledge. When you share your wisdom, your skills, and your insights, you're planting seeds that will continue to grow and bear fruit long after you're gone. The skill you teach your child, the business advice you give a mentee, the recipe you pass down, these things don't just live on, they multiply. They educate and inspire new generations to build upon what you started. Then there's the emotional inheritance, which is perhaps the most powerful of all. The love, the resilience, and the compassion you show become a part of the people you share them with. The strength you modeled for your family during a crisis becomes their blueprint for handling future challenges. The unconditional love you gave a friend becomes the standard of love they seek and offer to others. This emotional legacy is the invisible architecture that supports families and communities for decades. And of course, we have cultural contributions. You don't have to be a famous artist to leave a cultural mark. The stories you tell, the music you share, the traditions you uphold, these all contribute to the rich tapestry of human culture. Every family has its own folklore, its own inside jokes, its own unique way of celebrating holidays. By creating and participating in these rituals, you are immortalizing a piece of yourself, weaving your thread into a story that will be told and retold. This brings me to the unsung heroes of tomorrow. A legacy isn't always grand or immediate. Sometimes it starts as just a tiny seed of change. A small community cleanup you organized, a personal commitment to reduce waste, or an effort to bring your neighbors together. These small initiatives can blossom into significant movements over time. You may not be there to see the forest, but you were the one who planted the first tree. Think about the profound power of mentorship. When you guide and empower others to reach their potential, You're not just helping one person, you're setting off a chain reaction. That person you mentored may go on to mentor others, creating an exponential legacy of growth and achievement. Your impact doesn't end with your mentee, it extends to everyone they will ever influence. It's one of the most direct ways to invest in the future. This is also where the philanthropic spirit comes into play. And I don't just mean writing a big check. Donating your time, your resources, or your voice to a cause you believe in creates enduring, positive change. Volunteering at a local shelter, advocating for a policy change, or simply amplifying the voices of those who need to be heard, these actions build a better world. Your contribution becomes part of a larger structure of progress, a foundation upon which future generations can build. But time is always moving, and the world is always changing. How does a legacy survive in the shifting sands of time? The key is the adaptability of that legacy. The most enduring ideas and impacts are not rigid, they evolve. A value like community might have meant helping your next-door neighbor a century ago. Today it might mean building a supportive online group. A legacy of innovation doesn't mean sticking to one invention. It means fostering a spirit of curiosity that can adapt to new challenges. This also highlights the importance of remembering the forgotten. We need to actively preserve and revisit the narratives of the past, especially those that have been overlooked. The stories of unsung heroes, the lessons from past mistakes, the wisdom from forgotten cultures. These are invaluable resources for the future. By championing these stories, you ensure that their legacy is not lost and that future generations can learn from a more complete and honest version of history. So, what are the practical steps we can take to build for eternity? It's not about erecting a statue of yourself. It's about building systems, creating resources, and fostering values that will outlive you. This could be creating a family trust that supports education, writing down your life story and the lessons you've learned, or establishing a community project that is designed to be self-sustaining. The goal is to build something that doesn't rely on you to keep going. Ultimately, this all comes down to crafting your immortal story, and it begins with intentional living. Your legacy isn't something you plan for at the end of your life. You are building it right now with every choice you make. A conscious approach to your daily life, how you treat people, what you spend your time on, what you create and share, is what shapes your enduring narrative. It's about living in a way that aligns with the story you want to be told about you. This requires you to define your purpose. Take some time to seriously ask yourself, what do I want to be remembered for? Is it my kindness, my creativity, my dedication to my family, my fight for justice? Once you identify that core purpose, you can begin to actively pursue it in everything you do. Your purpose becomes your compass, guiding your actions and ensuring that you are consistently building the legacy you desire. Finally, and most importantly, understand that your legacy is a living thing. It's not a final destination. It's the ongoing journey of your influence. The impact you have today on a friend, a child, or a stranger is part of your living legacy. It's happening in real time. Legacy isn't just about the end. It's about the beauty and power of your influence in every single moment. You are the author of a story that will never truly end. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive. I hope it has given you some inspiration to think about your own incredible echo in the world. If you found this valuable, please give this video a like and consider subscribing for more content that explores the deeper side of life. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What do you want your legacy to be? Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.